By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that in that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, high 7. Now.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Take 3, 218, chop it. Go, go. Five.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, zoom.
49, 49.
Ready, ready, ready.
They snap it to Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Got it.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Get it.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tough spot here. 3rd and 18 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Let's put him on the buses.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this is Parker, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Watkins, the intended receiver. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here we go. Go to base. Watch the script.
Now they try the right side here. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 30, and a cut to the right and some open field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now it's Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Come on, set. AC Gator.
49. Here we go.
Lead grip.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Vaughn. A big play that time for the Titans. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Bridgewater on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. These two teams all tied after one. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check. 55, Mike, 55.
Bridgewater to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater completes it to Davis. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
36. He's coming.
And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 20.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And Diggs has it. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
54, right there. 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Tannehill. And he will find Davis. That's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, exit.
49 to Mike, watch 49. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out right at the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
58 to Mike, 58.
Tannehill on 1st down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Switch gears. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shift.
It's great.
Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
We got this.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Watch the safety creep. Watch the shift.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. Left side caught by Diggs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Watch the out. A little flare. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
First down, Bridgewater. It's caught by Davis. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Out. 6 guys.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Switch up. Shift. Watch out.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the slant.
Hey, orbit. Let's go. Cut.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... It's caught inside the 25. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You bet. Hey, wahoo.
Mike 15. Hey, watch the slant.
Ready.
Back to throw, Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Devontae Parker, as time expires in the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Silver. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
I'm trying to collect.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on, set. 55. You ain't going nowhere.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down. 24 is the mic. Let's get that.
Bridgewater again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On second down, Bridgewater again. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On second and 15 now. Tannehill uncorks one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Check nickel. Check 24. Check 24. Check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing, Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. This meeting between the Bills and Titans, part of the NFL 100 series, and everybody remembers the Music City Miracle back in 1999 with 16 seconds left and the Titans trailing by 1. They took the kickoff. Frank Wycheck threw a lateral pass across the field to Kevin Dyson, who went 75 yards untouched for the game-winning score, as if the Bills had not already endured enough postseason heartache from the early 90s, and then they would not make the playoffs again until a couple of years ago in 2017. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
You got nothing. He's checking.
And an alley to run. He's got the first. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
That'll be complete to Breida. Finding room at the 30. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. off at the 39.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Tannehill. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
50's a Mike. 50's a Mike.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Parker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Smith.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
50. Mike 50.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Parker, the intended target. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
25, check 25, check 25.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo...